crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Yellow.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike, and I think defensively they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
52 blue.
Love will give it up on the pop pass. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 50 green. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Flush to his right. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Burden, the man on the move. Right to the air goes Lawrence. Short, complete to Likely. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over.
A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Right, let's go. 13, Lou. Here we go.
They're up. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Hazel Tootin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
They go play action for Lawrence. He's got his tight end likely downfield. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. In motion goes likely.
11.
On the zone read, it's a give to Tootin. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers first down.
Red on red.
Right back to Tootin. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. This one caught at the 4. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Steelers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Set up.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
45. White. Hut.
Love to throw on first and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Up the middle they go. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's second and 6.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Set, go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the... And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Look at him go. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, they'll call on Brad Robbins here to punt. And some nifty running on the return. Some good yardage before he was taken down.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready?
On first and 10, here's Love. Open man downfield is lovely. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
On the double.
From the 34 now, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Love. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens.
Complete to George Pickens. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
Here's second and 2.
Set, punt. Blue, 32. Set.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10.
Yellow, 43. Set, punt.
Throwing is Love. Foul man, that's Rasheed Rice. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 7-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, Lion! Tomato! What? Easy, read him. Go. Here we go.
A first down throw for Lawrence. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming. And guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll look to pick it up with Tootin. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down. Up past the 40-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A pickup of 44 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Lawrence going to give it to Tinton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On the set. Down. 10 black. Spike 60. Set.
On first down, it's Love. Look wide. Get this one complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That's caught. Outside, it's complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball.
Here we go.
You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Ready, ready. Drill, blue 32.
A good play action with Love. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's an Arizona first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Love. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here we go. Set. Set.
A 2nd down throw for Love. The outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
The 28-yard line.
Set. Hut. Black 40. Hut. Hut.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Down. Yellow. Set.
Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Burden, the man on the move. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Hey, run! Hey, go. Run and have it. Take right open.
Now here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you could be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
45, White. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he searches for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Set. 52 Blue. Cut.
On second down, here's Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50, green. Set.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
Burden, the man on the move. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
All right, let's go. Son, it's a hunt. Silver.
They'll try to run with their fullback. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Son, it's a hunt. Silver.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go. 10 black. Set.
Drive will start on the ground. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on, set. Ready?
Running here, it's Pollard. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
7-yard line.
Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game. The last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. Left side in the hands of Rice. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. So it's fourth down. Punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. We'll talk things over before third down.
Hey, run! Take right open.
Here we go. One final play. Escaping to his left. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So it's a win for the Cardinals. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.